Abusua mo bibi akwaba Fambra 2K News and Blogs eso. Abusua me no kase you know Paul Adom Okyere e de nsem bi ababetuga and abusua in fact watu bi e de amane eye mpefo do Ghana pa. Na me no kase you know John Dramani Mahama so agene nsem bi. Nyina nse sire nyina esinim no John Dramani Mahama ama Ghana fo nyina ate ase se yakopon ya adom na se oto aba ne ma no no otimi san babaka. In fact, obabi chenyi Ghana. Yeshebre, obabi ye destiny kama. Ye ana ama Paul Adom Okyere so de nsemi atuga. Ebusua beko ni akwa akotie. Ye beka ya be 4 years ni ana chese John Dramani Mahama de nsemi tuga se. Ghana de be den so betima ni because Ghana say aka skeleton. In fact, e nipa kana mpa bia ni ho. Na say aka skeleton na mpa bia ni ho a. Sebi we Jesus Christ. Na waba ade tese enkwa abredo nkwa ehun akokwa ho ebusua yenko tie sanse mu nchi mu pay mra so adare ma onya subscribe ya na wa subscribe e de amam wi anu free so be chi wadwen e comment section e bibia timi aye kama
John Dramani Mahama, did this come to reality? So if I am telling you you can't trust NDC when they are promising you want to believe them. They have promised the youth before. What have they done about it? They also went, have you forgotten the Hope City? When John Dramani Mahama cut short for the Hope City to provide 3 million jobs. Where are the jobs? Is it today that John Mahama realized that youth exist in Ghana? So the analysis I'm trying to do is that John Mahama has promised the youth 3 million jobs. It didn't come to reality. He promised 10 million jobs. It didn't come to reality. So it is not as if John Dramani Mahama came from the heavens or from the skies that we have never seen before. John Mahama happened to be a president. He has ruled the Republic of Ghana. We saw what he did. So if Mahama is promising that, perhaps the youth are going to enjoy under his realm as a president. Robicom, what I'm trying to let the listeners know is that he has done this before, he has promised the youth before, and it didn't happen. Then John Dramani Mahama and the youth, the Job and Enterprise Center, JEC, will be established in all regions to help unemployed youth and those about to enter the world of work, to prepare for the world of work and entrepreneurship. That is their own business. Where is Northern regions own? And where are the other regions owned? So I'm trying to let Ghanaians know that this is not the first time John Dramani Mahama has promised to really help the youth. He has done that and he could not. You see, Robicom, let's get things right. The youth manifesto that they launched, it is nothing to write home about. They mentioned that they are going to indeed create mechanization centers in the 2012 manifesto. Go and check under agriculture. Where is the mechanization center for Northern region? So you want us to believe John Dramani Mahama because Robicom, you believe in him. We can't believe John Dramani Mahama like that. And now, so that is so. I'm just
running a correct update on the youth.
No problem. So I'm telling you that John Mahama has promised the youth before and he could not deliver. Now let's come to the issue of 24-hour economy. It is mind-boggling. You see, or even not up to half of the total number of tertiary institutions and the students they enroll in 2014, 2023, 2024. This money is huge sums of money. You agree with me? The nurses and teachers allowance NDC could not pay. It's not up to this.
No,
it could have. This is a job analysis. You can refer to it as a data analysis.
I'm coming.
You can refer to it as a data analysis.
No, because
it doesn't matter.
We are trying to.
The listeners are listening. If you see
humanity and the things of God.
The NDC Youth Manifesto, a novel arrangement where the manifesto is launched for the youth only, different from the main manifesto, which the NDC said we should expect at the end of this month. Apparently, it's going somewhere in the central region. We'll get details of that later on. So this is entitled the National Democratic Congress, the Pledge, John Mahama 2024 election pledge to young people. Let's begin with some of the high points that we picked. President Mahama talked first about extend free SHS to cover students in private senior high schools. Okay. That's an idea that President Mahama shared. This is President Mahama who says that he's going to extend free SHS as it is. As I keep saying, and I'll keep reminding NDC that they are not the originators of free SHS. They tried to take it, and then we have stopped them from taking it in because we are on the side of truth. We haven't won any battle against them. We are just on the side of truth, and truth always wins against deceit and lies. So they know that it's a lie that NDC initiated free SHS. It's a lie cooked in hell. They are not going to say it again. But somehow they endorse the free SHS policy, don't they? Suddenly they do. President Mahama's promise to extend free SHS has a missing gap in it, in all honesty. This is President Mahama, who is here to tell us his true idea about free SHS. All the records in the past show that he's been against free SHS. He said that several times. He said that it's not a good policy. He said that it's a policy that is too early because infrastructure should be built, that he began building infrastructure towards developing a free SHS. He said that free SHS cannot spend 2 billion. If he had 2 billion, he will not spend it on free SHS. This is in 2020's election. He also said that Ghana will not do free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. But suddenly in 2024, ignoring all what he said in the past, comes and says that, oh, the free SHS, I will extend it to private schools. Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? It's entirely up to the voting public. But this is how we have to check our people who are telling us what they want to do for us. If they have to come and tell us something and they have a history, and we have to check with their history, nothing bears out more a politician than his history. This is what President Mahama said. One of the videos about free SHS, which you have seen before. Have a look.
Saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
Tertiary education accessible to Ghanaian youth, especially graduates from the highly subscribed free senior high school program. With no guarantor student loan, the cumbersome and restrictive scheme of students providing Senate contributors as guarantors before they could access student loan for tertiary education has been abolished. NDC communicators, when you were putting the document together, did you suppose that people will not know that this is there? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, we are running a campaign, we're running an election. There's so much President Mahama can say. Why do you always make him look ridiculous? Why will President Mahama promise something that has been delivered in 2022? Already delivered by his opponent. Finished, done. Then he promises it in his youth manifesto. But why? Sami Jemfi, Omane Boama, Joyce Bauer, as Felix Ofosu Kwache, Shamima Muslim. What is going on? Don't you know? Can't you just Google something small and know that this promise that you are asking the candidate, the former president, to make has been achieved? It's not that it has been promised already. It has been promised and it has been implemented. Then they go and get him to put it in his manifesto. Something that has already been done. Why? Why? Oh, no. No. This is more graphic online. Relief for students. No guarantor loan policy launch. 10th June 2022. We are sitting in August 2024. And the presidential candidate of the opposition, the former president, is promising something that is already part of government policy. Abba! Why? But why? Why is the candidate being made to look ridiculous? Why? What is wrong? There's so much President Mahama can say. So much. Why must he be saying these things? He can either say that he will continue, he can say that he will expand it, but to say that he's going to introduce it. Okay. No academic fees for first year students. And that's an important one. Before I come to the video, that's an important one. That one is new. But this is my point about policy. So if you initiate a policy for students, F-Cube, began by Rawlings, implemented by Kufuor. F-Cube was begun by Rawlings, as a matter of fact. Began by Rawlings, implemented by Kufuor. Okay. In terms of the ideas, the thought processes began by Rawlings, implemented by Kufuor. Free SHS is Akufo-Addo's policy. Now, when Akufo-Addo started free SHS, can you imagine if he had said that I'm going to do free SHS first year only, so that when you go to second year, you will pay. Then when you go to final year, you will pay. How does the person go through a policy? Because it's one block of school. SHS, senior secondary school. So Akufo-Addo said every year is free. We start from first year. So those who started the implementation, year 1 is free, year 2 is free, year 3 is free. It's been free since then for the last 8 years. Now, if you finish free SHS like that, secondary school, you can go to the police and work. You can go to the immigration. You can get a job around. If it's polytechnic, it's even better. If you get to second university and President Mahama says only first year is free, if you are truly from a poor background, like most of us came from at that time of our lives, most of us came from a background that was really poor. And if you can't pay first year, can you pay second year? What is the mechanism in place for second year? It requires a lot more thinking to be able to have a policy. What policy is first year alone is free? Then what happens? Then the people who finish SSS, who know that they cannot pay first year, they cannot pay second year, decide to go to police. They are in police already. The policy relief should not be truncated. You can't have a policy like that. It's an incorrigible policy. It is an incongruous policy. What kind of policy is? So after first year, what happens? I'm at a loss. Are they just taking advantage of us because they think that we won't think? Are they taking advantage of us because they think that we will not research? Are they taking advantage of us because they think that we don't know? They think that we are some people who don't think, so they can come and tell us anything. Can you go and make this announcement in Britain when you are campaigning as Labour Party Prime Minister? You are going to campaign in Britain and tell them that first year will be free, and they won't ask you any question. Civil society, you are not asking NDC any question about the policy. Frankly, Kujo, I saw you put up stuff about Dr. Bawumia, which is great. You are asking him how he's going to achieve certain things, which is fantastic. What about this policy, this incongruous, incorrigible policy? What does it mean? First year is free. Well, let's see what they said about it. There was some clarification. Snowballing in the system between Sami Jemfi, who is national communicator and youth organizer, as to what the policy actually means. By the time they finished discussing the policy and got the president to say it, they had not even thought about a single communication to announce the policy and what it